Welcome back to the Backside Poddy. This week we are wrapping up all the craziness from the Vuelta.
And the Backside Poddy kit is now live.
2 gin and tonics, 2 vodkas, and a scotch.
Yes?
500 watts, please.
Now, let's introduce you to the Backsiders. Shauno, I saw you pulling some funny faces on Kuth this morning.
Mate,
how are you?
when am I not pulling funny faces, mate? I'm bloody great. Joshy?
Good evening, how are ya?
Oh, top of the world. And Nico?
Good to be here.
Mate, how's your week been, Nico?
Quiet week for me. Had a little bit of a rest week after Charles Coyne. I was absolutely buckled sitting at the table here last week, but bit of time off the bike, bit of time in the moon boots, and I'm feeling much better now. So
Did you go to space, did you?
I did just have a rest, get squeezed down the legs, and we're all good to go now.
Sensational.
I'm the only one at the table who doesn't have moon boots.
Mate, you need to invest in a pair. They'll change your life.
Look, I'm not going to lie. I actually just go to the Anytime Fitness and use them there because got to get some value out of my $20 a week.
Geez, that's pretty good they provide the moon boot.
It is.
Sensational.
And I can just sit down there and get away from home and have a rest. So that was my week, but probably the highlight of it was Muzz on Saturday because whose week doesn't highlight with Muzz?
Correct.
Getting shelled by Finn with 2 laps to go. That was very impressive from him. 2-lap burner.
Incredible.
And then he's gone out and we'll talk about what else he's done this week later in the episode. He is on fire. And then I had a pretty tight Sunday as well. Had some work commitments in the middle of the day. So just did a short bunch ride in the morning and got shelled again, this time by Elliot Schultz. So good week all round, trying to get past.
Work on a Sunday, why would you do that, mate?
And trying to sell a mortgage or two. Shauno, tell us about your week.
Oh, mate, it was a solid week on the bike. I racked up 460 clicks, which is my biggest week since the public holiday in August.
Very not recovery week. Good to see you back.
Yes, I attempted Muzz for the first time since the start of July. And I was pretty happy. I didn't have much of an impact.
Oh, you were impressive. You were telling us on the ride out, you reckon you're going to be 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes max. And you got 45 minutes in?
Yeah, that's it. And then I just
beautiful.
Got on an unlucky wheel. That person needs to learn how to race a bike. and he dropped the wheel. And then I was like, well, brother, you're going to chase back on?
All over Red Rover.
He jumps on my wheel and expects me to chase back on.
Did you not close the gap?
No. I wasn't happy.
Just close the gap next time, Sean. No excuse.
Yeah. I just need to try harder.
Yeah.
Just try harder.
Put it in the big gear and pedal it.
That's it. Oh, mate, I was pedaling squares. But other than that, mate, it was a ripping weekend of sport. We had the Wallabies playing Saturday Arvo. They got rolled by Argentina. They need to learn how to play a full 80 minutes of rugby, by the way. The Lions got up over the Suns. Mm-hmm. And the Bronx beat the Raiders in one of the best games I've seen in a long time.
We're gonna talk about that a little bit more for my week.
Oh, mate, that was unreal. My Sunday night was a big one actually because of that.
Massive.
And but yeah, so hopefully this week I'll get back into more of a better routine. I'll do maybe 3 days of training during the week instead of 2 last week, and I'll rack up over 500 clicks this week, hopefully.
Onwards and upwards.
Joshy, how you going, mate?
Mate, not as many Ks as you, but they're getting up there. I've done 340 kilometers last week.
Mate, I'm still very impressed.
I was riding with a rider this morning, and he said he's surprised with like the pace that I was doing, and honestly, me too. I thought I'd still be hobbling around at this point, but again, very thankful for my body to be able to do what it's doing.
You're just oozing natural talent there, Joshy.
I've got some energy to let out.
Oh yeah,
let me loose. So 340 kilometers, couple gym sessions. Man, I'm pretty sore, but that's okay. Went down to Coolangatta to catch up on some emails, have a beer, watch the whales. That was a really nice evening.
Jeez, you sound very corporate, mate.
Yeah.
Is there some good internet down there at Coolangatta? Is there? Get the high speed.
Yeah. Just whale watching, that's all. Good beers too. It was $6 for a schooner.
You're joking, where at?
There's a surf club at Coolangatta, Rainbow Bay Beach.
Happy hour or all the time?
Oh, I didn't ask. hopefully all the time. It's
Mate.
not the main surf club. It's like another 200 meters down the road. There's like it's like a shack, top story on the veranda. It was gorgeous.
Mate, that's unreal. You're losing money if you don't buy $6 skewies.
That wasn't the only beer. I had some more beers Sunday afternoon at the Kenmore Tavern.
Hell yeah.
How are those emails looking a little bit? How's the wording?
I didn't send a single email, mate. We both know that. The Kenmore Tavern went off.
Oh, I can imagine.
What a game.
Great demographic in Kenmore.
Yeah. So I had a little bit of an embarrassing moment. I put up on my story, the game finished.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
15 minutes of overtime.
Yeah.
I was busting to go to the men's room. We literally all just left as soon as the Raiders won.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. I drove home,
Oh, mate.
put on my story. I was like, man, Broncos lost. That sucks. Get home. I've got like 3 messages saying, mate, are you drunk? Like, like, what are you on about? And I was like, oh, nothing. What about you? They must have like reversed it as I was walking
Yep.
out. And then, so I had to take that story down and re-upload.
Oh, you're joking. My old man actually flicked off at the end of normal time. Mm-hmm. He's like, no, it's over and done with. Then I messaged him at the end. I said, what a bloody game.
Went on for another half an hour after that.
But anyway.
That's enough rugby.
Yeah.
Should we talk about some cycling?
Well, we'll just quickly mention Freebs, Curto and Johnny. They're MIA tonight. Freebs is hopefully back on deck next week. Johnny's living his best life in Europe, and I don't know where Kurt is.
He's returning to work.
Yeah.
He's not working.
He's not working.
He's sending as many emails as I am.
Oh, exactly. But we know who is working, and that's Finn Walsh, I tell you that much.
Watch
Mate,
him ride.
Wasn't he cooking up Nebo today?
Absolutely. What's the time, Sean?
Oh, geez. I think it was...
30:15.
Was it 30:15 on the
30:15.
knock? Mate, to go almost close to sub 30 minutes up Nebo, that is very impressive. But I tell you what, the next thing that was impressive is I'm surprised the Medivac didn't get called because his heart rate was 196 beats per minute.
He's hitting the red line.
30 mins.
We'll have to get Lambo in for a health check on that. Is that normal, please?
Mate, I tell you one thing though, if it's not Liam Walsh hurting us, it's Finn Walsh hurting us.
It's just the Walsh attack. You know, it's going to be
mate.
a bad day when you see them on the start list.
Ah, mate.
They just G each other up, don't they?
They do.
Halfway through the race, aren't they like at the back just yelling at each other?
Did
Yep.
you see the two of them on that first preem? There was about a couple of centimetres in it by the end. I think Liam just got over Finn, but the two boys making some money out of Balmoral out there.
Going back into the family.
That's it.
That's a very fast time up near, but who had it? It was either Greenwood or Peniza.
I think the two of them actually chopped off together and got it, and their goal was just to beat Jay Vine.
One of them had the time. I think Peniza had it by a couple seconds over Greenwood. They did chop off together. That was after a Muzz many, many years ago.
With a roaring tailwind.
The biggest tailwind,
Yeah.
like a Corocom tailwind.
And Bailey McDonald waiting halfway up for a 10-minute pull as well.
Just
Yeah.
shows you the caliber that Finn is riding at
Mate.
right now.
Exactly.
He's on fire.
What KOMs doesn't he have? Because he's got Kutha,
He's got Brookie.
he's got Brookie, all 3 fingers. He doesn't have the one up in
Nah.
midfield. I think Lambo's still got that.
I don't think he's getting that one.
He's got the steep side of Glorious.
Mate, he honestly has almost every hill in Brisbane.
Case Unit sent him overseas.
Yeah, what is he training for, do we know? Because he's not overseas at the moment.
I don't know, mate. There's not too much racing going on at the moment, is there?
No.
If we can export him overseas, that would be good because there isn't a great deal of racing domestically right now, which is a bit of a shame.
Yeah, and with that, we'll talk a little bit about Pro Velo.
Yeah, so this has been a little bit of a touchy subject. We didn't know if we should mention it or not, but there's been quite a few, I think it's a fact, but I don't know, a few rumours that Jerry Ryan has pulled the funding from Pro Velo.
Mate.
It's a bit of a shame. It was meant to be 2 years on the life support and then let it find its legs and grow, but he's obviously just pulled that a year early.
Yep, so...
Reasons for, not sure at this stage, but
I reckon one of his reasons would be the fact that Jack Ward potentially didn't agree to the stagiaire ride that he offered as part of the prize. Like, I reckon that would piss him off a little bit. It would piss me off.
maybe. But is it not a good thing that he's gone and it set him on a trajectory potentially even higher
Yeah.
to a deal where he can ride his mountain bike and his road bike with the Lidl Trek team?
Yeah.
Not sure.
Sophie Ma won the under-23 women's as well, and did she do a stint with Alula at all? Because I know that she was riding with UPV for quite a while, which is obviously not Alula. So
Yeah.
these are all rumours. There's a chance that Jerry got annoyed that he's offered up these Stagiaire rides for the under 23 winners, which is, man, it's a pretty cool prize, hey. And
Oh, it is.
neither of the
And a
winners-
factor bike, let's not forget.
Yeah.
Neither of the winners, for reasons, haven't taken up the offer, and yeah, it could have potentially just got on his bad side. There's also some other stuff going on with Green Edge Cycling, so
Yeah.
but that's all just speculation. But the one thing that we do know is he's not financially backing Pro Velo next year at this current moment.
Yeah, and from that, I'm sort of hearing that Pro Velo's reaching out to the teams to sort of help fund the series, and by that, it's sort of increasing the entry fee for each team to enter, which, where are these teams going to get the money from?
Yeah.
Money just doesn't grow on trees for cycling, that's for sure.
There's a team on the sunny coast that's geared up and ready to go.
Yep.
But yeah, we've got all these teams that are sprouting up, but not too many races at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. It's a bit concerning. It was a good series. It would have been cool to see it last a few years and see it turn into what the NRS was many years ago.
It's a shame because our top-level domestic riders are some of the best in the world. We saw Jay Vine won the
Exactly.
KOM jersey again.
Yep.
We saw Caden Groves win a stage at the Tour de France this year. We've got some of the best international riders, but just our domestic scene is just a little bit lacking and a little bit disappointing, unfortunately.
We've got plenty of riders that want to race. Like,
Absolutely.
I don't think there's any shortage of that. It's
Well,
just-
the participation this year for Pro Velo was pretty good. Like there were 140 riders on the start line.
yeah, there's people ready to go.
Yeah.
Put a race in front of us, and gets done.
Yeah, exactly. I guess that's all we can really talk about at the moment for Pro Velo. With
It's just
It's
sad
all-
to see. Like
yeah,
me just talking as an individual, I'd love to go down and do these races. I was planning on doing it. Like whatever I have to do, I'd be there to do it. And yeah, there's not much going on.
I'm sure those standalone events like Melbourne to Warney and Graft and that are going to run no matter what. Will still run with their tier 1 level, their open level, and then their age groups afterwards. But whether it's just going to be a Pro Velo branded event next year, I'm not sure. And we'll see if we get any other road races. I know like Tour of Tassie is always a bit of a consistent race that's always on. I think Tour of Bright as well is always a bit of a fan favourite, especially for those guys down in Victoria. They've never, or they used to be an NRS level event, but they took that away. I'm not sure why. A couple of years ago, but it seems to be an event that's really well attended and really well run year after year.
Anyway, if you're listening and have a spare $1 million and you want to see some more racing in Australia, hit up Matt Wilson. He'll happily accommodate the money.
What about domestic racing, Josh? We've had a couple of really good races this year. Like they've been well run. What else would you change if you could? I guess a little bit closer to home. What would you do differently for your local races?
Yeah, there's not that many at the moment. Like there's only 3 road races on in Queensland, and kind of the opposite of what we just said about Pro Velo having heaps of people on the start line. Charles Coyne had 13 people on the start list.
yeah.
I'm not too sure why people don't want to go and do those races.
I think that was a funny one. Like I know a lot of the guys, Ben Carmen, Declan, Max, Ran, and a few other guys that probably would race were all flying out to China that exact same day. So maybe it's just a weekend clash with the overseas races, which you'll never line up correctly.
You can't plan that.
No.
But
There's-
even domestic, even locally, turnouts are maybe an A grade a little bit low, but it seems like the B grade and the Masters and the women's fields are still getting really big numbers.
Yeah. No, there's still a few locals around that I know were available and just doing their own training rides, and they just said that they just didn't want to do the race, and there's no other reason apart from that. So
Yeah, that's it. And I was talking to Coatsy the other week, and he's sprouted an idea and he's proposed it to Louise, and I think she's half on board with it.
yeah, what idea is that?
It's sort of to combine, these road races into sort of a bit of a rebirth of QRTS, but encourage teams to actually enter it. Like, remember last year or the year before, they tried to rebirth QRTS, but weren't really encouraging
Is that the
teams of
points-
6 to enter.
The point system?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I
Yeah.
really like that. It's just not too sure about the organization of it,
Yeah.
like how it actually followed through.
Well, yeah. I think the QRTS of last year, when they did the points thing, it was just reliant on individuals entering.
Yeah.
Whereas this should be reliant on full teams entering. So
Yeah.
Tandem puts a team of 6 in.
Yeah.
Cobra puts a team of 6 in. Sunny Coast put a team of 6 in. Gold Coast put a team of 6 in.
McCarthy Holmes.
McCarthy Home put a team of 6 in. Boom.
Marl, Hamilton.
You got 42 riders on the start line just there.
That's fun.
That's fun. That gets me. That makes me want to race it.
I'd love to rock up to something like that.
Yeah.
And the weekend idea that Coatsy had was we'll use Charles Coyne as an example. So that was on a Saturday. You got your road race. And then Cycling Queensland puts it forward to clubs to host a second day. So, for example, we'd have Ipswich Cycling Club do a 90-minute crit at the Ipswich Cycling Track on the Sunday.
Yep.
And boom, you've got round 3 or whatever you want of the QRTS series. And I guess follow through with the point system and whatnot.
Yeah. And I think that would really help with participation. Watch this space, I guess. Who knows if it will happen next year.
Oh,
but
I
it's
sure hope so, mate. I'll be there either way.
It's at least good for us to get it out into a public forum and hopefully get people discussing it, because it does something needs to change locally. That's for sure.
And we're not wizards, so if you've got any ideas, feel free to DM the page with what you think. And
I reckon
what
it'll
might
be
work.
good next year. We got Tandem, Cobra 9, McCarthy Holmes. There's always other.
Yeah, well, you got Balmoral, Hamilton. Like there's a whole ton of teams. So yeah, see what happens, I guess. But I tell you what, the Vuelta, it's wrapped up.
Let's go,
mate. What a shit show.
Oh, I feel so sorry for so many of them. We'll talk about the racing a bit first, yeah?
Yeah. Go on, Joshy.
Yeah, right. Tom Pidcock, he's got his first podium.
Mate, what a great tour he rode, and Q365 for that matter. Mm-hmm. Like, you don't see pro teams on the podium of a Grand Tour
punching
at all.
well above their weight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He managed to get an Esky Podium.
Mate.
No, I was actually pretty stoked to see Tom Pidcock get third place. I know I should really be rooting for Jai Hindley, but I don't know. I just like the dog that Tom's got in him. He only finished 12 seconds ahead of Jai.
Jeez, that's tight.
It's not much at all, is it? He put 3 seconds to him in the time trial, because that was going to be one of the weak points.
Yep.
Everyone was concerned about Tom's time trial, how much time's he going to lose. It was going to be like 22 kilometers. Got shortened down to 12 kilometers because of protest.
Yeah.
And I thought, maybe this will favour Pidcock because he will limit his time losses, shorter time trial. Didn't matter anyway.
No.
Pidcock put 3 seconds into Jai into the time trial.
Yeah.
Was it Jay Vine that was almost on for the win as well at that
Mate,
time
he was 0.9 of a second off Ganna.
Crazy.
Mate.
He's got a motor on him.
He's got a motor, all right. But on the absolute flip side of that, Jonas Vingegaard, he struggled in that TT, but Almeida had a ripper. And if it was a full-length TT, would we have seen that top 2 GC position potentially swap? It would have been...
I think that's a bit far-fetched.
It's a bit far-fetched, but...
This is Grand Tour racing.
It is
Crazy things have happened.
This is true.
Yeah, and Jonas, he admitted in the second last stage, that he'd been feeling crook for quite a number of stages as well.
He's keeping quiet about that.
He was keeping very quiet until he finally wrapped it up. So, quite possibly, if it was a full-length TT, we could have seen that red jersey change shoulders.
There's a lot of what ifs in this
100%.
this clusterfuck of a Grand Tour.
Oh, mate, and what a cluster it was.
Jonas was feeling better on stage 20 though, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He was.
He got the dub.
He got the dub, and that was a pretty good win by him too.
It was 4,300 meters of climbing, and the top 5 were all within 12 seconds of each other.
Unreal, hey, unreal.
Mate.
What do you have to do to separate these boys?
Throw Poggy in the mix, mate. He'll win by 5 minutes. Then everyone else is 5 minutes down.
I just couldn't believe how almost every single stage how close everybody was. I think there was only one stage where Jonas was like, I think stage 12 or a bit earlier
The
on.
Angliru stage.
Yeah. He was like real far ahead. But then every other stage, I'd look at the course profile, shark's teeth. I was like, oh, it's going to be a brutal day. And then you get to the finish line, it's a group of like 20.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, more people are on the finish line at the top of this mountain than there are at Muzz. Nah, not last Saturday. Big bunch. That's
Yeah,
good
it was a solid turnout last Saturday. But I got to give it to like the Vuelta organisers in the fact that they did make the stages rather interesting by throwing sprint points 140 Ks into the race after climbing a Cat 1 and a Cat 2. So that resulted in the likes of Mads Pedersen riding an exceptional Grand Tour, getting himself to that sprint point and then just putting on the anchors the second he crosses that line and finishes dead last. Mate, what a great tactic, and hats off to Little Trek. They've
3 from 3 Grand Tours.
3 from 3 cleaning up the green jersey. Jasper Philipsen wasn't much of a fight for the green jersey, was he, Joshy? But
No, he wasn't. He's the fastest man, but he didn't win. He didn't win the green jersey.
yeah,
He won 3 out of 3 sprint stages. Sorry, 3 out of. Do we count the 4th one that got cancelled?
absolutely not. That's should we have a chat about all this protesting that happened?
How can we not? Let's
Walk that delicate political line.
address the elephant in the room. Yeah, we'll walk very carefully, won't we, Nick?
Yeah, it is a careful line we've got to tread here, but geez, like it just sucks that they chose a Grand Tour cycling race to demonstrate.
It's because it's accessible.
And it's so accessible. And I feel like the Spanish government sort of made it accessible for the protesters to use the cycling race as a stage.
Do you think it's because Israel, the only sports team to mention the name Israel in their team name, were allowed to race? Do you reckon if they weren't on the start list, it would have been a little bit different?
100%.
100%.
100%. 1,000%.
Yeah.
100,000%. And there was 100,000 protesters in Madrid.
100,000.
There was 100,000 protesters in Madrid. I don't know how they were ever. You can't control that. That's bonkers.
You can't run a cycling race there.
No, I saw the police made two arrests. So
Oh yeah.
yeah,
2 out of
Making a
100,000.
yeah, they're really locking it down, aren't they?
Yeah.
The Spanish government openly said that they weren't welcoming the Israel Premier Tech team. We've seen something a little bit like this before with Russia invading the Ukraine, and all Russian athletes were banned.
Was that not the doping scandal though? And they all had they had to compete under the white flag. Is that not why that was? Not to do with the Ukrainian invasion?
Well, it was also to do with the Ukrainian invasion. Like, look at what happened with the F1 stuff.
Yeah.
And all like...
Pavel Sivakov changed from Russia to French in March 2022, and that was because of the invasion Russia were doing into the Ukraine.
Yeah.
It did have to do with the doping a little bit as well, but no, mainly in the invasion. So the UCI were being political about that. They banned Russia.
And I guess on the flip side of that, the UCI hasn't been political with the Israeli stuff. Because if they were political and they took the same stand as they did with Russia, Israel Premier Tech would not be racing at the moment.
Yeah, it is a very difficult one.
Yeah.
I mean, Russian athletes were banned, and Israel Premier Tech is an Israel-based team.
Yeah.
So I don't know, does the UCI ban every nationality and team that gets involved in a war, or?
Regardless, it's just a shame to see the innocent riders from the race just get caught up in crashes and have injuries.
Well, yeah, that's it.
And lose time and potential earnings from stuff that they have no fault or no cause for.
They're not there to be political, are they?
No.
They want to race their bike. They want to have a good time. They're doing that job. It's just a massive shame.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. And I guess moving forward, it's sort of shown to future protesting groups, regardless of what they're protesting against.
They can be effective. They will get airtime.
They will
have an impact.
Correct, because here we are talking about it.
Oh, they got us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't rock up to a Formula One race or Wimbledon, NBA. They're all pretty locked away.
Yep, exactly.
Cycling's very accessible.
So accessible. And like the fact that two protesters ran out onto the road and knocked over Javier Romo, crashed him out of the race. Like it's pretty shit.
Yeah. You'd be gutted, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Let's flip this sour note on the head, and
Because there's some cool racing going on in Canada.
there certainly is. And mate, UAE. Let's give him some credit here.
Let's go.
Brendan McNulty and Tadej Pogačar. Jeez, what a duo.
That was sensational. Any style of GP racing over the previous years has always been my favorite. Like, there's just riders all over the place.
Yep.
You never know what's going to happen
Yep.
next. It's not like, I don't know, it's not like the classics where someone just whacks it like so far out. The teams are always regrouping, whacking it again. I love watching it.
It's sort of cool because, like, seeing it was a 12-kilometer circuit in Montreal, and it's also going to be the world's course for next year. So that's cool. And they're actually going to run Montreal the 2 weeks before World Champs next year.
They're still going to do that.
As like a bit of a curtain raiser event for the real worlds. So it'll be cool to see.
World champs before world champs.
It'll be cool to
Let's go.
see who shows up to that. But
Practice all your attacks, work out what didn't go last time, and try again.
Yeah, exactly. Like the cool thing about the circuit is obviously all the teams have like pits set up on the side of the road, and then if a rider's like, what happened to me at Mars, if you get dropped, you just pull in and you're done. You don't have to hop in the sag wagon or the team car.
Yeah.
You just go straight to your deck chair in the bloody tent and just sip on some Coca-Colas.
You sound like Freebie from State Champs watching the race with a beer in hand.
Was there any other significance to Brandon's win?
Mate, one, it was his first World Tour one-day race win.
Yep.
And UAE have now won 85 races in 2025.
That is ridiculous.
Isn't it?
What have they done now? Overtaken HTC Columbia from the 2009 season.
Peak Mark Cavendish era.
Can you imagine? Like, there's rumours on the street of 100 wins this season. You reckon it's possible?
It'll be at least 86 because Poggy's going to win Worlds.
Oh,
How does that count though? Because at Worlds they race as a country, not as a team. Do they still just take the riders' win for that?
Yeah, I would.
Interesting one.
yeah, claim it.
I bet they will.
Well, UAE get the UCI points for it,
True.
so I guess claim it.
Absolutely.
But like they got their squad is just ridiculously strong. Like Isaac Del Toro,
I know
he's cleaning up in the Italian one-day races over there too.
he sure is. I know when they... there was an article in July or August or something not too long ago. I saw 20 of their riders had won races this year.
Wow,
I think so. That'll be 2/3 of the squad.
that's insane.
No pressure on the other boys.
Yeah,
God, you'd be nervous going to that team next year. Like, oh, I better win.
yeah. Well, obviously the secret sauce they're taking is a winning medicine. But I tell you the other crew that's got a bit of secret sauce are the Americans at the moment. One, you got McNulty winning in Montreal. Quinn Simmons coming third.
Yeah, he was third. He wasn't far behind.
Yep. Nielsen Powless coming fourth. Then you've also got, in the Grand Tour game, Riccatello, Sepp Kuss and Jorgensen.
Yeah, they're doing well, aren't they?
Mate, the Americans have really, in the last year or two, shown their true colours.
That's a pretty good lineup of riders. I don't know if there is going to be that many of them actually at the Road World Championships, though.
Don't want to head to Rwanda, hey?
I guess not. Jorgensen, Niels Powless, he is going to be skipping Road Worlds. So, no, I don't know.
Well, that's a shame to see. It would have been cool to see the Americans line up a hit squad there, hey?
There's a fair few hitters missing Road Worlds. Matthew Van der Poel, he just did...
Mountain bike world champs.
Yeah, he didn't do very well there either.
No, he's a bit hit and miss with that, isn't he?
I
Really?
think he started 33rd on the grid.
Yeah.
I was watching it live. He made his way up to third, right up there.
Wow.
Yeah, he was up there.
Blew up.
I fell asleep.
Oh,
Woke up in the morning, he finished 29th.
Oh, what?
Yeah, so he blew a gasket.
I wonder if he had a mechanical or something.
Nah, he didn't.
No?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he had two mechanicals.
Two legs.
Left leg, right leg.
that's a shame. Alan Hathley, though, the South African,
Oh,
back-to-back
yeah.
world champion. That's pretty impressive. Not many people pull that off.
Very
No.
impressive. Nino's last Worlds too in Switzerland.
Next week, and then next weekend is his last World Cup mountain bike race ever. That's at Lenzerheide.
Jeez.
For those that don't watch mountain bikes or don't know, this is one of the GOATs. This is the Roger Federer. This is the Michael Schumacher. This is one of the best. The Michael Phelps, the Usain Bolt retiring. This is big.
Mate, how long's he been in the sport for?
He was the youngest rider ever to win a World Cup and the oldest rider ever to win a World Cup.
And he also won every single race in, I think it was 2017, the Cape Epic, which is like their marathon race in South Africa. Every single World Cup he won and the World Championships he won.
He's like Poggy this year and last year.
Unreal. Like a Max Verstappen sort of run. Unbeatable.
That's insane. 39 years old he is.
I think that's a fair time to hang it up.
Yeah. I reckon Lambo could give him a run for his money.
Lambo can give everyone a run for their money, can't he? I want to ask him to go for a ride, but he's just going to half wheel it the whole time.
I rode with him on Sunday, and he was very pleasant.
I got 3.5 hours with him tomorrow.
Yeah.
Good luck, Nico.
Thank you.
Where are you going?
Somewhere where there's carb top-ups, I think, because I'm going to need a lot of fuel to hang on with him. I think maybe do a goat track, Glorious or something.
Oh, lovely.
That'll do.
You know what would look good up goat track and Glorious? The new Backside Poddy kit.
Let's go.
Cream
Mate.
jersey, purple nicks.
Mate.
Perfect.
Whoever designed that knows how to design a kit, eh?
Excellent work on that, Sean. I actually really like the design of the kit. I've got it in the shopping cart and I'm checking it out right now.
Use code Backside25 to access the shop.
Yep, the link is in our bio. I'm sort of thinking I'll keep the shop open till the 26th of September.
So the 26th of September is the shut-off date for ordering kit.
Yeah, that's the date I've got in my head at the moment. That may change.
Just in time for Christmas delivery?
Yes, exactly. It'll be a 6 to 8 week delivery time on that. So I saw some proofs of the proper prints.
Yep.
And it's looking good. It looks good. So get excited, people. Get your orders in.
Get your orders in. And
I tell you, like we've gone with the best quality custom kit you can get from Pedal Mafia. So, and it's great value as well. That they've done us a favor there. So
what's the kit cost, Shawnee?
Well, a jersey's $159 and the bibs are $259.
So if you want to get both of them, $418.
Sensational. And you know, Pedal Mafia just released a whole new range of kit, and they're using the exact same cut, it's the exact same series of kit we've got, and it's an extra $120 for that kit as jersey and necks.
So it actually is a good deal.
Yeah, so you're getting a bloody great deal. So
I'm a sucker for some good quality kit. I'll be doing some Christmas Ks in it.
Oh yeah,
looking good too.
Absolutely, everyone will be looking good when they wear that kit. Delivery is $25 as well.
Alrighty.
So
speaking of wearing some interesting kit, we've got our Junior Worlds team all sorted. We've got a couple of local legends, Neve, Fletcher, Tully and Alex Hughes, all over or on their way to Rwanda at the moment to get ready for their Road Worlds campaign.
They're all in cracking form too.
Oh yeah, we know Fletcher's in good form firsthand, don't you?
Number one victim of that.
I hope, like, they haven't really released who's doing the ITT yet, but I really hope Fletcher does it, because I think he could throw some spice out there and potentially get a podium spot there.
He went quite hard in his national prep in Perth. I know he went all out with sourcing helmets, skin suits. I think he had Jackson's old bike.
Yep.
So he, without a doubt, has a fast setup. Not too sure who's on the start list. We might find out next week at some point. Tully's also a slippery one as well on the TT bike. Yeah. She's got a good setup. Can imagine Fletcher and Tully for the time trial potentially. Yeah, it's also going to be really cool to see how Neve and Alex goes in the road race.
Absolutely.
Neve's been training the house down, I've heard.
Are we betting that Jay Vine in the elite men's could be on for a podium or a win if he was only 0.9 of a second off Ghana?
Well, you got not only Jay Vine, but Plappy as well. So you got two great TTs for Australia there. Like, they both could potentially be on the podium. They got to roll Ganna, Remco and Poggy.
Not impossible.
It's definitely not impossible. It's been done.
It has.
So I haven't seen what the parkour's like for the TT though.
No, Remco's riding into form as well.
Yep.
He had some time off after the tour, but he was Tour of Britain, he was ramping it up.
Oh, yeah.
Won the Queen stage.
Yeah.
He's obviously not far from the mark.
Yeah. Not that in the Tour of Britain there's much of a Queen stage.
No, it's just whoever can ride in the wet the best, hey?
Oh, that's it. It's a horrible.
How's the weather looking at Rwanda?
I reckon it'd be nice and dry and hot
And thin air.
and very thin air. I think it's 1,800 metres they're racing at.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
Get the altitude machine out.
Yeah, that's it. It's going to be the best. The winner who's done the best altitude prep at that race, I reckon.
Here's a thought. At altitude, does an aero bike matter? Because you've got less air to cut through.
That's a good point, Nico.
Because Argon have just dropped a brand new aero bike and it does look pretty nice, doesn't it?
And they're not doing it for the wind tunnel.
They're not doing it
testing.
for the wind tunnel. No numbers released. Just have a look at this, boys.
Mate, it's a mix of both BMCs of new and of old, isn't it, Joshy?
It sure is.
Spoken like an owner of BMC, new and old.
Yes. It's definitely got a BMC Team Machine R front end to it, but the rear end, I'm getting 15-year flashbacks here, Joshy.
I'm getting Shiv flashbacks. Looks like a bit of a platypus,
Yeah.
like a bit of a Frankenstein. All sorts of ends put together.
It does. The rear end, it does look a little bit like the Shiv, but I'm going to side with Sean. It looks like the old Team Machine, the design of that, and then the front end is where the trend's going with everything else. Deep head tube, wider forks, very deep down tube. Deep bottom bracket as well. That's pretty much what the R01 is. It does look extremely similar to that. It doesn't look like every other aero bike though. They've made it a little bit different.
It's just the seat stays that make it look different, hey?
I really like the design of this.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Looks fast.
It's an Argon. We'll be able to get it off Bike Bug.
Will we?
Thanks, Lee.
Thanks, mate.
What's the discount code? Please send it through.
It's got scopes for the boys.
Jeez. That'd be the most expensive thing about that bike.
$6,000 a wheel set.
Yeah, no thanks. But I did see some rumours of some potential manufacturer swaps for the World Tour teams coming next year and the year after. And one of the most controversial ones, I must say, and I don't know if it's fake news, but Ineos are going to be riding MV bikes in 2027. Now,
The NV bike's a nice bike, but I don't think it's a Ineos level race bike.
it's definitely not an Ineos level race bike. And if it is, geez, they're scraping the bottom of the barrel there.
It's a dog of a bike.
It's a dog of a bike. Dog of a
You were gonna buy one of those, weren't you, Nick?
I did look at it, but it was more expensive than a Cannondale and heavier than a Cannondale and less aerodynamic than a Cannondale.
Yeah.
You're not
So I just got a
selling
Cannondale.
You're not selling the Envy to me at all.
And on the flip side of that, it's the rumor that we've all been sort of going towards is Q365 going to be on Pinarellos.
A very predictable one.
Yeah, that's a predictable one. Why not have Pinarello for Q365 and Ineos?
Yeah, it's possible.
It's possible.
Q365 are always going to get Pinarello. The fact that Tom can still ride his Pinarello on the mountain bike scene and then on the road scene he's got his Scott.
Yeah.
What other athlete can leverage that?
Mm.
So Pinarello were always going to follow Pidcock, and then everyone was just talking about what's going to happen with Ineos. It is just, I guess, a rumor that MV bikes are going to be supplied to Ineos, but
Yeah, I hope it's fake news for all those riders.
Interestingly, Envy doesn't actually have a time trial bike.
Yeah.
So Total Energies,
What if
which
they
are
become-
riding Envies this year, are actually been using their old Specialized Shiv TT bikes, just with no paint on them for the TT stages. So,
so they've just been using their old team bikes.
pretty much just sand the paint back.
What if Ineos just uses all the Pinarellos and paints them
Oh, God.
to Envies, like the road bikes and the TT bikes?
Oh, God. Jeez, they're scraping the bottom of the barrel there.
No,
Could we see a collab then? Could we see Ineos help Envy make a time trial bike?
Hey, I wouldn't be opposed to it if that's what happens. All for
Ineos, they're all performance at the moment. They've had a big revamp in staff and whatnot. They have to be going for performance at the moment. I can't imagine they'd just be staying with the MV Melee. Sorry for anyone who rides one of those and enjoys it, but you're missing out.
But Bianchi's due to come back into the World Tour with Bahrain victorious. And with that, that leaves Merida.
Are they going to be out of the World Tour?
No.
Oh, thank God.
Sedal Quickstep. So they're going to drop Specialized.
Wow.
That's massive.
Does that mean the Red Bull team just gets exclusive
Seems that
Specialized
way.
deal?
Yeah. Well, I guess Remco's going to Red Bull, so it makes sense.
They don't need Specialized anymore.
They don't need Specialized anymore.
That's a big change. How long have Sudal been on Specialized for?
Oh, as long as I can remember.
I can't remember anything different.
Yeah.
I'm glad Marida's staying in the World Tour. I can't afford anything else.
Watch them fly off the shelf at 99 bikes.
Come grab them.
Mate, especially with the rumours of their new bike that's going to get released. I've heard it's a bit of a weapon.
The Reacto.
Yeah.
Man, I've been messaging a couple people just because I want an aero bike right now and I can't look past the Reacto. And I was going to see if I could try find a cheaper current generation Reacto just to ride for a little bit. I reckon you'll be able to get your pre-orders in for the new Reacto about mid to late next year. And
For what sort of release date?
I'd say maybe Christmas next year.
Right.
So we've still got quite a while to wait for that Reacto.
And that's going to be with the new Shimano, you reckon?
Nah.
No.
I was hoping, but the new Shimano, I reckon, will be late 28.
Jeez.
You might have to get yourself that Argon from Bike Bug, Joshy.
Maybe.
How patient are you?
Nah, I'm not that patient, but I'll be looking at the new Reacto for sure. New Durace into 2028. I'm just predicting we're going to be seeing 13 speed. Without a doubt, we'll be there by then.
That's a lot of gears.
It is a lot of gears. We don't need them, but the manufacturers have to do something.
But if you're on a lightweight bike, Joshy, you can get up Cootha back like 506 other people this week.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, we're going to get Anna Haddon on this show because
We've got to get her a holiday. She needs a rest.
Once again, she's taken the reins in the females. She's so consistent. 951. I reckon she's always around that 940, 950 mark. It's bloody incredible. And we also had Isabel Russell take a PR, 1022.
No power, no worries. But that heart rate right up the top of the red line,
Exactly.
182.
The owl, that's a bit suspicious.
It is.
Well, the owl flew up there in 10 minutes. 10 minutes and 36 seconds. No heart rate, but 213 watts. I'll tell you what, guys. My Cootha times are getting better, but I'm still not on the female leaderboard yet either. I'm down to 10 minutes and 44 seconds, so I'm not too far behind the owl.
Mate, you're doing well.
Thanks, mate.
I reckon next week you're on the leaderboard.
On one of the leaderboards. Next week I'll be on one of the leaderboards. I'm not too sure how long it's going to take before I'm on the men's leaderboard.
Well, Kieran Syme took the dub there with a 728 at 449 watts and 186 beats per minute.
He is pressing the pedals.
Jesus.
Isn't he? What? Like I went up Cootha today. I bloody wore a heart rate strap for a change. And
What's the computer say, Sean?
mate, I need to push harder. I was only average like 160. But the faces I was pulling, Nico, it felt like I was 190.
There's a bit going on there.
Yeah. But Philly Clark, 733, 414 watts and 174 beats per minute. And James the Hammer Hammond.
Holy moly.
He dropped the hammer, didn't he, Joshy?
477 watts.
Mate, for 734. That is some power.
He's riding very well.
No heart rate.
Bring him up to A grade, please. Actually, no, he did A grade on the weekend, didn't he?
Did he?
At Muzz. Pretty sure I saw him out there.
Yeah, nice.
Very good.
Speaking of racing, we got a little bit on. Not a crazy amount on this weekend, but a little bit.
Our usual Logan Cycling Club Friday night crit out at Ipswich.
Yeah, they seem to be doing a fortnightly sort of roster, Ipswich and Logan out at the crit track out there, which is good to see. I don't know what participation's like on a Friday night out there, but I never see any results.
Are you boys going to go out there for a burner?
Oh, eventually. We've got to do it. We've got to do it eventually.
Not this weekend, though. I'll be at Coolangatta again.
Yeah.
With a good Wi-Fi.
Yeah, and a $6 skewy. But on Saturday...
Don't miss this one.
Well, we may be missing one of them.
It's going to be tight, but if my maths is correct, we should just be able to breeze it in as long as we're not too late getting out of Muzz. But you should be able to do the Muzz OG reverse in the morning.
Yeah.
And then jet over the Gateway Bridge and just scrape in for the Lister Sprint Challenge hosted by Hamilton at Nunda.
Mate, I tell you what, we'll need Muzz to run very smoothly.
All right, guys, I've got a plan. I can't race, but I can protest. I'm gonna
And we know cycling is a great...
I'm gonna easily run onto the Nunda crit track. I'm gonna be holding up a flag that just says Backside Poddy. I'm gonna make sure they don't start until all the A graders make it safely across the bridge and onto the start line.
But it's going to be touch and go, Nico. I was watching the clock on Saturday after we finished Muzz, and I was like, boys, we're going to be after riding across at 300 watts.
Less gas bagging around. And
Muzz has always been on at the same time, always been 6:45.
Yeah.
That's religious. The time that does always change is the time Hamilton puts on. That jumps around a fair bit.
Yeah.
Well, next week they've actually got Eric Hawkins, and they're bringing that back for an 8:05 start, whereas I think this is an 8:15 start this weekend at Lister Sprinters. So they've pushed it back 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Which I think helps us, but it'd be good to have a bit of consistency and opportunity to do both crit races.
How long do you guys have? Is it like 25 minutes or so?
So we kick off 6:45. That will be 7:40. It will finish. So we've got 25 minutes per se. By the time we roll around, get off the track,
Get a number pinned on. Get our numbers taken off and
numbers taken off,
on.
loaded up, bloody on the bikes. Jeez, mate, it's going to be touching.
We might have to get some Velcro numbers, just rip on, rip off.
It is going to be touch
Surely
and
they're
go.
taking the piss with it cutting it that close. Like, they're aware that there's a race on the other side of the river, and doubles have been happening for years.
Yeah.
And we haven't had one for years.
And everyone gets around them. Like, I guarantee you, if that was an 8:20, 8:25 kickoff,
Beautiful.
you would have all of A-grade Muzz riding over the bridge to
Do
do...
it at 8:30 so you can get a Slurpee from 7-Eleven.
Oh, mate, we can't treat ourselves too much. But you would honestly have all of A-grade Muzz rocking up for that Lister sprint crit.
Yep.
Oh, well, it is what it is. We'll try and make it work, Nico.
We'll be there
We'll try to be there.
as organised as we can be.
Yeah. On Sunday, get in the van, Joshy. Byron Bay's got the Spring Crit Series kicking off. UQ are hosting round 5 of the World Cup for members only at Muzz, and Gold Coast is racing at Nerang.
Plenty on all over the place.
Yeah,
We're spoilt for choice.
we are, mate. With that, what do you reckon? Should we wrap it up? It's been a good chat tonight, lads.
An absolute pleasure.
Just a cozy three of us. That's all you need sometimes.
That's it. So we'll hopefully back on deck next week with Freebs and potentially Kurt. Who knows where he is? But we will see. Anyway, cheerio.
See ya.
500 watts, please.